Hey, what's good, party people? Again, thank you for coming into the classroom. So we want to continue on. Just actually showed you the video, or you've probably watched the video now, of how to actually go about setting up your Google Classroom. And again, remember, you don't you can do this completely free if you have a Gmail account. All right. Now we want to get into the nitty gritty because, again, as I stated in the video, this is going to be specifically geared towards those of you who are looking to incorporate video content into Google Classroom. So it's not just enough to be uploading assignments. It's not just enough, to be sharing and communicating grades back and forth. But I believe, with all the school closures and things like that, you still want to be able to interact, with your students. And one of the best ways to do that, to create conversation, to create engagement, and I think will really help with conversion and helping ensure that, people learn the material the best way as possible, is live streaming. Okay. So two different ways that we can approach this. So what you see right now is what I'm doing as far as pre-recorded video. Okay. What I'm doing is I'm pre-recording the video. I'm actually screen recording, everything I'm doing right now. Also, you see, you can see my face here inside of that. I'm doing all of this through OBS, actually, open broadcast software. There are tons of different types of software that can actually accomplish this, and it doesn't necessarily have to look like this. You can do all of your pre-recorded video if you want to with your phone. Okay, you can go ahead, pre-record your video with your phone, and you can actually upload that directly to YouTube. Again, you don't have to have a professional, semi-professional setup like I have. You can literally use your phone to get all of this done. Go ahead, upload that pre-recorded content to YouTube. All right, don't make the video public. Actually leave it as, don't make it public, don't make it private. Leave it as unlisted. That way it doesn't show up in your list of videos. It doesn't show up in a playlist if you put it in a playlist, and make sure your playlist is unlisted. And then that way, the only way people who are able to see it is through your link. Now, I'm going to speak more to why I don't want you to make it public in a second, but yeah, you want it to be unlisted. That's the pre-recorded video route. So that means that I'll show you how I actually uploaded the video that you just watched. So we're inside of the classroom here. I recorded the video, right? And I went uploaded it to YouTube. So here's the YouTube video here that you can see. So I'm gonna simply just copy the URL, and that's the video there. So let's go back to Google Classroom. So what I'm gonna do, instead of, like, I could put it here on the dashboard stream. We're using that interchangeably in case you didn't see the last couple of videos. I could post it here, but I actually want to ensure that people are watching it, okay? That they're going through and following what it is that they should be. So what I'm gonna do is hit create. I'm gonna create an assignment. All right. And this first assignment is watch video. All right. Instructions: watch video on how to set up Google Classroom. Comment on this thread. Done when you finish watching. All right. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit add, and you see right here, it gives me a YouTube option. Copy and paste. There's my video, how to set up Google Classroom. Bam. And we're gonna add it in there, all right? So again, I'm making sure this is in the right course. All right, that's in the course it's supposed to be in. I'm making sure it's going to all students, even though I'm the only one in here right now. All right, I'm gonna leave this, is gonna be graded. I'll leave it as 100 points. Due date, I will say it's due, I'll say it's due by tomorrow. And we'll say it's due, actually, let's do today, because I want to get all, like, I want to make sure y'all are understanding how this is supposed to work. So let's say I want you to watch this by the end of today so you can go on to the next video. Let's say I want you to watch this by 11:59 p.m. All right. So we got the time. And so what I can do is actually organize all this by creating a topic. So what I'll do for the topic is incorporating, I can't spell, incorporating video into Google Classroom. Now, I personally, even though I do consider myself somewhat as a teacher, I don't call myself a teacher. I like to teach, but I don't call myself a teacher. You will probably use a rubric. That's not something I'm necessarily going to do because that's not really what I want to do. But again, what I will do is go ahead and hit assign on this. All right. And so you will notice that's actually going to show up in your classwork. So it shows here, incorporating video into Google Classroom. This is the topic. Watch the video, due tomorrow by 11:59 p.m. So if I actually go and check, I should have an email notification or notification in the app showing that, hey, I got homework. Bam, posted 2:09 p.m. And again, you probably can't see that, but new assignment, watch video. Okay, I can click on it. What's good, party people? Thanks again for joining me over here. And again, if you watched the last video, you know that is the video right there. Right into the first lesson. All right, I go back to Classroom. I add a class comment. I say done because that's what the instruction said to do. All right, that's on my phone. I'm gonna just refresh the page here. You see comment pops up. I show that Walter, it says it was assigned to Walter. Instructions were to complete done. He completed done. I'm gonna reply back. Thank you all. And again, this is just me. You know, you don't necessarily have, you do this how you want to do it. You're the teacher. I'm not. Go back. These notifications about to get on my nerves. All right, so again, we're learning together, right? I'm gonna assign Walter 100. So y'all saw how I do that? Over here to the left. Bam. Oh, hit cancel. Now it says this assignment isn't done yet. Are you sure you want to return it? Now let me go back to my phone, because there's obviously something I was supposed to do that I didn't do. Oh, okay. So when the student, if you're the student in the class and you're using the app, at the bottom it says your work, all right? And you can either add a private comment. There's an arrow. If you click at the bottom, there is a button that says mark is done. So I wasn't supposed to grade that. So mark is done. You didn't attach work for the watch video, so your teacher will see it's done. Yeah, so mark is done. All right, so it's completed over here. So let me refresh the page so we can see what this looks like. Like I said, again, we're all learning it. We're all learning together. And I've literally already given them a grade. I've given them a grade and they haven't. See, now it says turned in, okay? All right. So now I'll just say great job, Walter. All right. Bam. Now you see the status change. You show the grade there. I just got a notification. Hey, got 100. Great job. You see it there. Bam. So that's how you can actually upload pre-recorded video. Again, you can upload it as an assignment, or if you actually just want to, you can see here, if you want to upload it just as a regular post or like a notification, hey, you need to watch this video, you can do it there. All right. It just depends on what you're doing in your course. This is all learning material right here, so it really doesn't matter how I do it. All right. The next element I want to show you, and again, I may actually need to go to another video to do this because that took way more time than I wanted to. But the next element that I'm probably going to show you is the live stream portion. All right. So Google has basically their own thing. You can use to live stream. There are 1,000 different tools you can use to actually get that done. For the sake of keeping everything in one centralized location, we're going to talk about Google Hangouts. All right. And so one of the things that I love about the way this is set up, again, we have stream classwork, people. If I click on classwork, you see right here where it actually shows Google Calendar. Okay. If I click on Google Calendar, it's going to open the calendar that's associated with that Gmail account. All right. So today I have nothing in here that's set up. All right. Because I don't have anything available. What I'm going to do, I want to create a meeting, and this is the live stream aspect coming in. I'm not broadcasting to the world. I'm only trying to broadcast to my class. So what I'll do is I'll hit create. And first, I always do this first. I want to change the calendar that I'm posting it to. So again, this was the test class that we set up, the how to set up Google Classroom 101. We're actually in the how to start your own online course with Google Classroom 101. Click on that. All right. So let's just call this Google Classroom Setup Hangout. All right. So what I'm going to do is hit more options, because this is where the video aspect is going to come in. So today is the 15th. It is currently 2:16 p.m. So let's say I want to set this up from 2:30 to 3:30. So let's say classes are what, typically 50 minutes. Well, we'll just leave it at an hour. You know what I'm saying? For the time being, leave it for an hour. All right. Add location. Location is not necessary. Online class meeting. All right. Add notification. I like doing 10 minutes. Does not repeat. All right. Here's where you want to add in the streaming aspect. Add conferencing. You see this right here? It's a little camera icon. You want to click on add conferencing. You're going to see a couple of different things here depending on how you set up your account. If you're using like this right here, a free Gmail account, you're going to see Hangouts. All right. If you've never heard of Google Hangouts gives you the ability to chat. It also gives you the ability to have a video conference. All right. You can do this completely free, up to 25 people. All right. 25 people. If you have more than 25 people in the class, then we want to look at some other options that I'm getting ready to talk about. All right. So you would just add conferencing, Hangouts. What's going to happen is when you create this event, you want to, your people are going to get notified. All right. Now let me make sure of that. I don't believe you have to add any guest here. If I'm not mistaken, it goes to the calendar of those who are already enrolled. We're going to double check that. So I'm going to hit save. This says Google Classroom Setup Hangout. All right. Let me double check that I got an invitation, that your students got an invitation. Because that's going to be very important, because to me, it would defeat the purpose of going through all of that headache. Let's say if you had 100, let's say if you had 25 people in the class and you actually had to do that. All right, so I clicked on Google Classroom Setup, Hangout. Now I'm looking in my app, I don't see anything. So the next thing I'm gonna do, okay, see, y'all just heard that notification. That's the notification that came in on the computer. So let me check my calendar to see if I was notified of anything. Now, according to this, I wasn't notified, so I need to go check something. So let's see. How can we do this? How can I invite people? How can I invite people? There has to be a way to share. There has to be a way to share. Options, duplicate, publish event. Bam, there we go. All right, so let's go back to that. All right, so after you create your event, all right, again, like I told you, we're all learning together. After you create your event, you will see it here pop up on your calendar. I simply clicked on it. I get the pop-up, click on the 3 dots. Publish event. Here's a link to the event. Copy. I'm gonna copy that. And again, if you know a better way to do this, let me know. So again, I could say stream, but I don't want to do that. This is getting ready to start, and like it's mandatory that you show up in class. So we're gonna do classwork. So we're gonna create another assignment. I've already got a topic. This is due today. Time is at 2:30. That's already straight. What's the name of the event? Google Classroom Setup Hangout. Google Classroom Setup Hangout. Please attend live classroom session over in Hangouts. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna link. So here's a link. Link has been created. Assign. All right, now that I've assigned that, bam, now I've actually got the notification. All right, so now I'm good to go. So again, come into classwork, hit Google Calendar, create your event, grab the link, go back over here, and create an actual, create an assignment. I think that's a little counterintuitive. It's kind of an extra step, but it's not too much of a big deal. Okay, that's the lot. So that's just on the free option. Again, that's up to 25 people. If you have a paid G Suite account, or if you have Google for Education, when you go to create your event, so let's close this out. All right, so now you see it pop up twice. When you go to create an event, let's just say I create another event, hit more options. When you click this right here, you're going to see what says Hangouts Meet. Okay, Hangouts Meet is available to G Suite members. So what I actually want to show you where you will see this set. So if you don't have G Suite, this is what G Suite is. You can either get the basic edition for $6, which I recommend doing anyway, business for $12, and enterprise for $25. In light of the coronavirus, what Google is doing right now is allowing people to use Meet. You get up to 250 participants until July, right? So for the next several months. But you will see here, Hangouts Meet, Hangouts Meet, Hangouts Meet. $6 version. So remember, the free version only gives you 25 participants. But if you go up to the paid version at $6 a month, you now have 100 participants. You now have 150 participants. You now have 250 participants. Why is this important? And I'm gonna get ready to close this video down because this one is getting kind of long. Why is it? Somebody's like, well, why the heck would I pay for that? That is the whole point. So what you want to do, like, people have to pay for the course. That's the whole point. On the education side, you can't make the students pay, in light of what's happening right now, you can't make them pay for that. But I'm saying outside of your typical education, as far as, like, say you're doing something else that may be trade related or something like that. Like, this is where you get into profit and how you actually profit off of your expertise, off of your skill set. So I'm paying $6. If I pay $6 a month, just to give me the ability to, have unlimited video conferences with 100 people at any time, how do I make that money back? You can do something as simple as set up a Patreon account. All right. What is Patreon? Bam, you're looking at it. So this is my Patreon account, Party People, that I've actually set up for Create, Inspire, and Solve. What this does is allow you to set up a membership site. So again, forget WordPress, forget Wix, Weebly, Squarespace, all of that, Shopify, forget all of that right now. Here is a free platform that is going to allow you to basically create a membership website that is going to allow you to, like you see here, I have tiers set up, and there are different benefits that are set up, for each tier. Okay. And so, like, one of the, like, this online course tutorial that I'm giving you right now, like, basically I'm giving out free game. But normally what would happen is I would say, I'm taking this course and I'm only going to make this available for free, potentially to, like, my VIP partner patrons, but I'd give early access to my all access patrons. So they'd still be able to get it early, but they'd have to pay a price. VIP, they'd probably get it for free or whatever it is that I put the price at. And so again, there are a lot of different things that you can do with this. Most famously, you guys probably know Kevin on Stage, who actually has a Patreon account. And what it does is it allows you to actually take control of your content. Okay. It allows you to really solicit funds, not necessarily solicit funds, but solicit partnership, solicit patronage from your followers. So like your super fans, those people that really want to be able to see behind the scenes, that, exclusive content from you that the normal, everyday public is not getting an opportunity to see. That's what Patreon does. This is what I'm talking about as far as creating avenues and platforms and leveraging those free tools to actually take your knowledge to the next level. Okay. Because what you do now, you say, hey, I want to create a Patreon solely, like, I'm going to use Patreon to create like a school. Okay. What do? How much do you want to charge for people to enroll in your school? You say, well, I may want to charge you, I may charge everybody $10 a month, $20 a month, $60 a month. I don't know. You may charge somebody $300 a month. You set it at whatever it is that you want to set it at. That's completely based on you. But what happens is you set that up, they join, and then you go and set up the benefits and all of that. What you do, you come back, because remember I told you guys about the code, how you actually share your class with people. Either you give out the classroom code, or you specifically invite people, with the link. Once people join, you set it up. Once you join, you actually get the classroom code. You get the link. So now you get access, and they're not able to share that with anybody else because the link is not the same thing. It's different for everybody. So if somebody tried to share that, nobody else can get access to your classroom unless you give them the ability to do that. And I don't believe Google does. Maybe they do. You don't have the ability to share my information, but maybe they do. So now you start to see where I'm kind of coming from. These are things that I've been talking about, but I want people to understand. So again, we talked about the whole as far as the education thing, we talked about the pre-recorded videos. You can upload pre-recorded videos and you can use them as posts, make them as assignments. You can take it to the next level and say, I still want to have a real classroom environment with my students. So I'm gonna do the live stream element. Okay, so we go, if you're using a free account, you get 25 people or less. If you do a paid account, you can do $6, $12, $25. $6 to get you 100 people, $12 to get you up to 150 people, and $25 to get you up to 250 people. All right. And the reason you want to do that, why do you want to pay? Because then you have an opportunity to make all of that money back by taking all of those tools and incorporating it into something like Patreon. All right. So now I can sit here and say, man, like, I want to do all of my online courses like that. And guess what? This potentially didn't cost me anything. You already have a phone, which allows you to do pre-recorded videos and live stream through the app, through Google Hangouts. So literally you can do all of that, create all of your content using this right here, a free Gmail account, a free Patreon account. And you haven't had to pay for anything except internet and probably the computer. So you start to see what I'm saying? All of the tools, especially if you're a teacher, just imagine if you take your skill set and you take that outside the classroom and you apply it to somebody else. You know how many people didn't finish school? How many people are trying to get their GED, or go back and finish and get their high school diploma? Like, what if you're an expert in a trade? Think if you're a photographer, a cinematographer. Think if you're a graphic designer. You know how much money you can make from showing people like how to use Canva? Like, you have to, like, don't get stuck on coronavirus, just a sickness. Think about the economic impact and the state of where things are right now. The amount of online content that is about to be consumed over the next 30 days is ridiculous. Like, ridiculous. Like, you think Netflix and Hulu and Disney and HBO and all these other platforms aren't like, oh my God, like Christmas came early. Like, all of these streaming platforms are like, wow, like, what can we do to level up? Like, what can we do to go to the next level? Like, how can we capitalize on this? How can we make our platform better? This is the wave, this is the future. Like germ, like, this is not going to go anywhere. Like, we talk about biological warfare, germ warfare. This is going to be a thing. This is the reality for our lifetime, for our existence, for the generation that's here now and the generation that's coming. So this is going to be a continuation. This is not just a now thing. This is going to become part of a normal reality. So don't wait till later. Find a way to be a part of it now and get on the right side of history. So again, if you want to spend some more time with me doing some real in-depth, okay, Walt, how do I start this up from A to Z? And you want to come over here and see me on Patreon. You see the link right there. If you type in that information, it's going to bring you to my public page. All right. And this is nothing more than a website. Like, literally, it's a subscription site. It's a membership. Like, this is nothing more than a website. Like, literally, it's free. You don't know how to code. You don't know. And it's not about the bells and whistles. It's about being able to communicate with your audience, being able to engage with them, being able to reach them, and then being able to convert them. That's the whole point. The whole reason I didn't even understand. I understood why I was doing this, but I didn't understand the impact of what this would be until now. And my mind is literally like going crazy because I'm like, whoa, there's so much more we can actually do with this. You can take Patreon, you can take Google, you can take Google Classroom, you can create an entire platform for free. Like, you can level up for free. And I'm just talking about free on a basic level. I'm not talking about taking it to the next level with lights and camera and audio and and lower thirds and all of the stuff you see that I do. We haven't even gotten to that. But if you want to get to that, if you want to talk about that, if you want to go from A to Z, okay, well, how do I actually set this up? What are the things that I need? What are the tools that I need? If you want to pick my brain, and trust me, at this price, so I know y'all was like, it's got to be a catch. Like, Walt's got to sell at some point. I'm really not trying to sell because you see the benefit. I don't have to sell this. It sells itself. Like, I give free game all the time. Like, I've kind of stepped away from doing that, but I'm giving you free game right now because I see how crucial it is. Now, again, I'm giving you a real life example. I posted the status earlier. I turned around, I'm gonna say, you know what? Let me jump out here and show you that I'm serious about this. You can actually do this. And I've done this in a matter of hours. That's because of my level of expertise and my skill set. Maybe you're on the same level and you can do it in the same amount of time, or maybe you need some help and it may take you a couple of days, it'll take you a week. What I'm saying is just take the step and do it. Don't get left behind with this one. This is the wave. You need to ride the wave because this one is here to stay. So again, really the whole point of this is about, you know, being able to start your own online course using Google Classroom, using free tools. If you go in here, Coursera, Udemy, there are 1,000 different platforms that are going to charge you an arm and a leg because they want their piece of the pie. They're going to charge you. They're going to hit you to be like, yeah, you know how y'all go sign up for a class and it'll be like $9 and the regular price will be like $199. That's to make it more attractive so you can get more people. But yeah, I'm not trying to reach 1 million people. You know, if I can get 20 of y'all, like just imagine if you sold a course for like $100. Like if I really took this, built it out completely, charged 100, let's say I charged $50 for it and I got 20 of y'all to buy into that. Like, would you do that? Like if I put together the course for $50, like, and we're talking about a $50 investment that could turn into potentially $50,000. Easy. You could do that on the side. I used to work with a Spanish teacher that literally he taught Spanish. He like taught Spanish. He had an entire curriculum designed using Google Classroom, teaching Spanish that was automated. It was automated. You know when he had live meetings? When he got off work. That's on top of his school salary. That's what I'm talking about, you know? So again, I don't want to take up too much of your time. Again, this was just a very generic opportunity for you to kind of see, okay, what is Walt talking about? How can I actually get this set up? What does that look like? Here you go. Now you know, here you go. Thank you again so much. Again, one more time. You know, if you want to be part of the Party People tribe, if this specifically or anything else, like just real quick, like exclusive podcasts, exclusive behind the scenes, like things like how to record your videos, how to record podcasts, discounts to merchandise. You know what I'm saying? Mastermind. Like I won't give you my phone number, but I will give you my Slack. It's a link to my private Slack mastermind with some of my other people where like things that pop off like this at the drop of a hat, it's like, yo, here's an idea. How can we build that out? How can we profit from that? I share that information with you. It won't be free game all the time on Facebook. And those of you that know me, you know, at the drop of a hat, I can come up with $1 million business plan idea like that. But I started to realize I was like, I'm giving out way too much information that people aren't using it. I'm gonna start using this for myself. So yeah, that gives you an opportunity to have access to me, to get some consultations with me, to get some coaching with me, group coaching, and just to be a part of the Party People tribe. So again, y'all stay safe. Remember to wash your hands, stop touching your face. I think I've touched my face several times, even recording today. So I gotta go get clean. Even though I've disinfected everything, I still don't trust myself. So I gotta go wash my hands again. But listen, Party People, Party People, Party People. Y'all see it right there. There's the link, Patreon. Write that down, put that in your URL. If you have any other questions, just let me know as far as the Google Classroom, you know, if you want to get things set up. All right. Y'all be easy. You know how I do if nobody has told you. I love you. I'm proud of you. Have a great day. Be safe. Wash your hands. Don't be nasty. Please don't be nasty. Wash your hands.